Mitrullara, Bandhulara, welcome to South Asia Maps. This is an education channel and this is your presenter Dr. J. Reddy, Jogari Tirupati Reddy. Today we will explore our historic GoalPara district. That is the old GoalPara district or British Assam, Colonial Assam GoalPara district, undivided GoalPara district or historic GoalPara district region. And the rivers present in this GoalPara district. GoalPara district physical boundaries or natural boundaries more or less are west is the Sankosh river, east is the Manas river. There is a big national park, wildlife sanctuary area, Manas National Park here. East of Manas is the Kamarupa district. West of Sankosh is the Paschim Bengal, West Bengal, that is the Maghrebi Bengal region. This is the historic GoalPara district. Most of it north of Brahmaputra river, some is south of Brahmaputra river. If you take Shillong, the historic Assam province capital or Guwahati now, this is the Cis region, this is the trans across the region. We will be looking at the rivers today. We'll go over the rivers. I will take you the actual maps there and I will show you the rivers. ఈ దినము మనము పురాతన ప్రాచీన అవిభాజ్య గోయల్పారా జిల్లా అస్సాం రాష్ట్రము అస్సాం ప్రావిన్స్కు చెందిన గోయల్పారా జిల్లాలోని నదీమ తల్లుల గురించి చక్కగా తెలుసుకుందాం. మిత్రునాం, all the presentations regarding historic GoalPara district, now it is a 6th district. Historic GoalPara region is a 6th district now, and we are now 48 GoalPara district. Mostly we will talk about the river regions, not hills and ranges. Maybe I will go over briefly. I didn't mention that. Hills and ranges also GoalPara district. And all these presentations, and I have posted at South Asia Maps J. Reddy, there are around about 700 or so presentations partitioned into 70 playlists. You can pick and choose the playlist of your choice, South Asia Maps J. Reddy. Why should we look at the physical geographic features compared to political administrative geographic features? These are the 7 prime districts of Assam post-Radcliffe time. These 7 prime districts are GoalPara and Kamrup, Darang and Lakhimpur, north of Brahmaputra river mostly, south of Brahmaputra river and Barail range is the Naugang and Shivsagar district. South of Barail mountain range is the Kachar district. Karimganj Tehsil is here, belong to the historic Srihatta district. Silhet district used to be part of Assam. Meghalaya region and Mymensingh and Dakeshwari and Naukali, Tipera and Chittagong and so on further south. When you look at the physical geography, physical nature of the terrain with respect to the oceans, rivers and the plateaus, pimons, peneplains, you will get a very different, fascinating aspect. We are today looking at the only the rivers of that particular region. I will read over the rivers and what is the GoalPara district is between Sankosh river and Manas river. If you remember Manas National Park, you remember east side Manas, west side Sankosh. Sometimes that Sankosh river is also called Gangadhar river, Gadadhar river. Gadadhar Singha was the famous Ahom ruler and named after him. So these are used synonymously. This is the Assamese province, this is the Bengalia province. So Sankosh river. So the rivers now here, Sankosh river, Gangadhar river, Gadadhar river, Saralbhanga river, Gaurang river, Champamati river, Kujia river, A river, Manas river, Mara Manas river, Beki river, Palla river, Putumari and Pagladi. I have shown the other surrounding rivers also for completeness. And Putimari, Sessa, Bar Nadi. And south, the west southern, that means the left bank tributaries of Brahmaputra. As the Brahmaputra flows here, you orient yourself. This is the right side tributaries. This is the left side. Jinjiram River, Krishnai River, Dudhnoi River, Diyoshila River, Singha River, Boko River, Kulsi River. I have expanded this so that you can read it in a bigger font at one place. So these are the rivers. So you can stop there, and if you get lost how they are pronounced or they are spelled, so that will be helpful. So this is the Brahmaputra river. This is the Meghalaya plateau. Brahmaputra river goes. Remember, Dhubri town is around about 25 to 30 meters mean sea level. Further down, the Dhaka, Goyalindo, Dhaka, Chandpur in Purbi Bengal will be 4, 5, 6 meters sea level. Whereas the Sadia, Pasighat and those areas should be around about 150, less than 150, because the entire Assam Valley, the elevation level should be less than 150 meters. And anything, the borderline of 150 is the Assam Valley, surrounded by the mountains, demarcation. So, between the Sankosh River and Manas River, this is the GoalPara district. Between the Manas River Barnadi, this is the historic Kamrup district of Bengal. So Sankosh River here, Gadadhar, Gangadhar River here. I have put Kokrajhar, important now district. Before that, I will let you know the district so that you remember. Historic GoalPara district has now 6 districts. You remember GoalPara residuary district and big district used to be Dhubri, and from that South Salmara is carved out. You got 3 here. From GoalPara, Kokrajhar was carved out, and from Kokrajhar, Chirang was carved out. Bongaigan was carved out from Kokrajhar, Chirang, GoalPara. So you have 6 districts here. This is the Bodoland. Boro people predominate here. They speak a language called Boro or Bodo language. So that is the broader. So you have to keep that in mind so that we are very clear. The GoalPara district and Kamrupa district. So we have Kokrajhar town, Dhubri down here, and south of Brahmaputra is the GoalPara town. North of Brahmaputra, there is a bridge connect, I think Naranarayan bridge, that is Jogighopa town. There is a railway line also goes from there. So we have Barpeta in the Kamrupa region and Guwahati in the south. This is the Amigon will be in the north, and southern part, that is the Sonpara and Ajara and all those areas, the bigger, the urban area. So there's the Bar Nadi. There's the Kalang Nadi, that is the Ana branch, a branch of Brahmaputra like Kurkutia, that forms the Majuli island somewhere here, north of Jorat. So Digaru river. So in this Bar Nadi here, then we have, yes, remember the rivers, they join, they merge, they get different names and different spelling. So you have to keep that. So this gives a broader idea so that if you see a different, spelled differently, named differently, so you have to keep that in mind. So we have A river, that is a tributary of Manas. Manas sanctuary here in Bhutan, Royal Manas sanctuary will be there. Beki river will be join. All of these things will be joining north of this is the Jogighopa and GoalPara region. The Palla river here, Putimara river here, and here Pagaldiya river in the Kamrup district. This is the Bar Nadi. This is called Sessa, and this is the Nalbari, the railway station Nalbari, coming from the junction Rangpara will be somewhere there. Barpeta road somewhere will be there. Crosses from Amigaon to southern part of Kamakya, so Guwahati region. So Guwahati, southern part of Brahmaputra, GoalPara, Dhubri is the northern part. So we have seen the rivers in the right bank tributary rivers. The left bank tributary rivers are the Jinjiram river coming from the Garu region here, Krishnai river and its tributary Dudhnoi river. There are also town, urban major, semi-urban areas, Krishnai and Dudhnoi, Diyoshila river and the Singha river, Boko river. This is also Boko town in this area. From here, Kasi region, the Kulsi river comes in and joins near GoalPara area. So we have that. See, when you look at the three-dimensional map, this is the symbolic mountains. Bhutan is a mountains in the frontier. The borderline 150 meters. As told, Dhubri will be somewhere here. This is the Garo Hills. This is the Kasi. This is Jaintia Barail Range. This is the Surma River. This is the Radcliffe Line. Or is the Barak Line and the Partition Line. This is the Sylhet region. And this is the old, this Sylhet region. I think this should be the Someshwari River. So you can see the Manas River. I put little bit red. This is the A River. This is the Manas River, Maramanas. So it's the, you can see that is the sanctuary, and also in Bhutan. So Bhutan, this area is the demarcation. So you can see this is the Saralbhanga or Gaurang river, and somewhere here will be Sankosh river. You can see a different perspective. This is the Jiabarali coming river. That means this should be somewhere Tejpur here. Jiabarali and Brahmaputra river. Ranganadi is here. Ranganadi will be here in the. This is the Subansiri river and Kaziranga National Park, and this is the Mikir range, and this is the Kapili Valley. This is the Dansari Valley. Mikir and Rengma Hills. Here will be Majuli Island. You can see very clearly there. So this is the Sankosh River here, Manas River. That is the British I think they put it different. This should be Rangpur district actually. British territory, Rangamati, this is the Rangpur. So Garo, Kasi and Jayantiya, you can see the Manas River. This is the Bar Nadi. So this is the Kamrup region. That is the Kamrup district. You can see here. This is the Barali river. That's the coming river. That's the Tejpur will be there. Kaliabo. That is the where the famous Assamese general and Barpukan used to be the general here. He fought the famous Sarai Ghat battle where the Ahoms rolled back the Islamic imperialism, which was spearheaded by the Mughals. So that is the one area. And here the same thing I am showing a different Dhubri and GoalPara, Barpeta here, Guwahati. This is the Mangaldo. This is the Tejpur. This is the, I think they have not clearly put Tejpur should be here because this is the Jiabarali river. And this is the Sankosh Gangadhar river. This is the Manas river. And this is the Ye river here. And this is the Beki. All of them because they join the Manas river eventually. Gaurang river. Upstream region is called Saralbhanga. This is the Champamati river and so on. And the southern part you can see Jinjiram river here, Krishnai river here, and Dudhnoi will be Dudhnoi here, and Diosila here, and Shingra here, Boko river here, Kulsi river here, Kulsi river here. The historic Bengal region, this is the GoalPara region we are looking. This is the Sankosh river and Manas river there. We can look at this in different perspective. The same, the historic Bengal. Yeah. So this is the Sankosh river, Gangadhar, Gadadhar river. Here the border between the Bengali area and Assamese area. GoalPara was for long of time in the Bengal. The Bengal Suba, Bengal Presidency when the British annexed. Only after Treaty of Yandabu, they annexed this region that belonged to Ahom Rajas. The last Raja was Purandar Sinha, Swargadev. He passed away around about 1850 or so, buried at a Maidam in the Jorhat, the last capital of Ahom kings. So you have the Sankosh river here. This you can see the Tista river and Jaldaka river. Whenever you see Koch Behar, that is the Torsa river, Sankosh river and Raidak river. Buksa fort used to be part of war was fought against the Assamese there. So this is the Ye river. And this is the Manas. You can see the Manas National Park there. Ye river, Manas river. And Bar Nadi. This is the Tejpur. This is the Jiabarali coming river. This is the Bar Nadi is here. And the southern part you can see Kulsi rivers. And Dudhnoi is the tributary of, there should be Krishnai here somewhere. Yeah, Krishnai. Krishnai or Krishnai is the river. Dudhnoi is the river. That is the Boko again, one more river. Kulsi river here. Nagarbera, Kulsi river joins the Brahmaputra. Remember, Brahmaputra is a very slow moving river, lot of silt it carries, so it forms sandbars called charlands. Some of these charlands are cultivable, very fertile regions. Lot of Maiman Singhas during the British annexation is Mymensinghias. They brought in, they are called Miyas. They now flooded Assam, and Assam at the time of Saraigat battle has even 1% less than the Mymensinghias. Now they are 40%, even after partition times, shading of West Punjab and Sylhet and Athar Parkar and Kaipur and Baluchistan and Sindh and Pakhtunkhwa. That means the land Congress leadership surrendered the land but didn't do peaceful population exchange. That is the major mistake they did. As Dr. Coinrod Elstock, Voice of India think tank says, Europe undergone repeated partitions, but it got the homogeneity. Polish is Poland and German is German, Russia is Russia, like that. Czech and Czechoslovakia. Because they have gone partition, India traded the territory, didn't get rid of this serious issue. That you can very easily remember why the partition line stopped at the Sankosh River or Barak River or broadly Hooghly River and Dauki Falls. These are the physiographic regions. Mir Jumla invasion of Assam and Mymensingha incursion during the Sadullah was the chief minister or premier during the pre-partition World War time. He was the very prominent leader, and this is the Treaty of Yandavu that made this region part of British territory. And in order to understand Bengali Mumin occupation of Assam, you have to uh, remember this. Bengali Mumin occupied Assam, lot of districts in border, even after giving the lot of territory, population exists there, and that's now a serious social issue. And by understanding this geography and all these things, audience will have a deeper and broader understanding of to discuss the issues and revolve the issues. That is the one of the broader thing we are trying to get here, and that is the a part of Assam series. I have put in a lot of effort. Instead of just going over the GoalPara in 5-10 minutes, I have put already 8 presentations. Each will be an average at 20 minutes or so. So 820, you can say around about 160 or so minutes. That means you will get a deeper and broader perspective of this land from a various perspectives I have presented. Hope this will be very profitable for the people, very advantageous who are living in this area, and also general audience living outside the area. Mitronam, if you like the presentation, you can post your comments, suggestions, and if you can bring to the notice of your friends, that will be much more appreciated. The knowledge will be shared by many. Thank you very much. Dr. J. Reddy, J. Tirupati Reddy, South Asia Maps.